This is Wilmington RV. It is in just northwest of Wilmington, Ohio, and just southeast of Dayton, Ohio. We're taking a walk around and take a look at the facilities, give you a little review. We're heading down from our spot in what's called the A loop. There's 3 loops, A, B, and C. And we're going to turn the camera around while we show you what we have. As we come down our spot for number 44 on the A loop, the first thing we have here is the mini golf. And I guess a storage for whatever they have here. A couple years ago, they redid this mini golf and pretty intensively. And it's real nice. I mean, there's mostly straight ahead. Really hot out today, and I don't think anyone's going to be around. So that is the always present mini golf, and this one is in excellent shape. Some of them are pretty run down because they know nobody ever plays it. And we're going to come down. Well, let's go see. We're going to go over to the library. Right there's the library. The library is at just past the entrance of the A loop from the intersection. Air conditioner is not on, but it is air conditioned. Got a lot of stuff here. Heater. So you can sit in here and lounge. Smells like it's a little rustic smelling, like a house in the woods that hasn't been lived in a while. But it's not that bad. Hey, complete somebody's puzzle. Kids' books. So there you have it. That is our little library near the entrance of the A loop. When I say the entrance, the intersection is down there. Right there, of the A, B, and C loop. Let's go down here. Right here is the laundry room. Let's go take a look. All right, we got our table, we got a fan running to move the air. 4 washers at $1.50. Little mud sink and trash, paper towels, soap, and you have 4 dryers. Okay, this takes, it's called pay range, and it tells you what dryers cost and what the washers cost. Washers are $1.50, the dryers are $1.75. The dryers hold a little more than a washer's worth, so like 3 washers would equal, you could fit that into 2 dryers. We did our laundry this morning, that's how I know all this. Anyway, that is a laundry room, and it's nice and clean. It's actually a very nice and well-kept park. More well-kept than a lot of them in the Thousand Trails system. Let's go down to the intersection of the loops. And right here, as you enter the A loop, or as you're gonna leave the A loop, you have your dumpsters here. It is self-service trash. Some of the parks, you can just put your trash out in front of your RV, in front of your site, and somebody in a golf cart. They make rounds during the day doing their stuff, and they'll pick your trash up and throw it away, but most of them are self-serve. So let's go see what we got down here. So after the laundry room, I'm coming up the hill that you'll come down when you enter the park to the intersection of all the loops. And you're gonna see this sign on your right as you come in. B loop to the right and your A loop is to the left where we just were. Pool and the C loop are straight ahead. Speed limit on this road is 10 or 15. Then when you get to the gravel, it's 5 miles an hour, which nobody does. Now if you come in to the B loop, there's 3 rows of sites. They're all back in. There's a pond. I guess they have fishing, but I don't know if I've seen anybody fishing. There's a pond on the other side of that pavilion. This pavilion here, all the times we've been here, we've never seen anything happening. But if you have your family over or whatever, they can park in this lot, and this is where people park their big trailers if they can't fit them on a site. And as you leave the B loop, there's your dumpster. Let's go head to the C loop and pool. Once you come through that intersection of the loops and you're coming ahead to the C loop, which will be up here on your left, the pools will be on your right, an activity center with a bunch of big tables in there. And I think they have complimentary Wi-Fi. There is actually pretty good Wi-Fi in the camp right now, in the campground now. That's being beta tested to be pay Wi-Fi, I think, next year. So right now we have free beta Wi-Fi, and it's really good. It's what I'm uploading these videos on. They do have cabins. We'll pass those in a second. Let's go see the pool and the activity center. Activity center. Extra parking for trailers and boats across the parking lot from the activity center. Now we're gonna go in there and see what they got. No pets. Food truck weekends. I guess there's one here tonight or today. Activity center. It does have restrooms. It is air conditioned with ceiling fans. It's actually very nice. I could stay in here for a while. Anyway, let's go see the pool. Got a grill for you. Very well kept pool. And you have a playground on the other side over there. You see the swings and there's volleyball court here, sliding board. And as I said, we're going from the clubhouse, or from the pool and activity house, up to the C loop. And it is beautiful here. They really manicure it nicely. There's always someone out mowing. Got someone going and moving into a cabin there, or they're already in. So after you pass the intersection and come up into your C loop, you'll have your dumpster on the left after you pass the pool and activity center on the right. A couple cabins here. In the Thousand Trail system, I'm not sure what these cabins are for because I asked about them. And I think they said they're not available for our free. We get one free week per year in our system where you pay for it ahead of time, but then you get reimbursed. Now that road on the C loop goes down a hill and then circles around and comes back up way down there to the right. Now these are full hookups at 50 amps. So you get your class A's here. Now let's just take a walk up this side of the loop and see what we find. Still walking here. And we're going to turn around and go back. There is a bathhouse right up there. Yep, there you have it. It's a big loop, and it's like 220 degrees out here. So I'm going to head back down to my home A loop. Now, as you come up the A loop, that was the library. This is how you'll circle around to get to your spot. They're all back ends on the A loop. These are spots 1 to 20 or so up here. And I'll pick it back up at the corner up here. But you can see, very nicely kept here. Now, as we approach the top of the A loop, now right here, straight ahead is where you turn to go back down the other side of the loop. But these two spots right here, they're overnights only. They're just convenient pull-throughs. And from what I know, you can't stay more than one night because they call them overnight spots. We're nearing the crest of the A loop. Directly to the right, over that way, is the office. I'll show you that where we check in. This is the bathhouse in the A loop. And a little bulletin board there. There's the ladies. And I already checked, there's nobody in the men's. So let's see what we got. Double sink, both soaps work. 2 paper towel dispensers. 2 urinals, regular toilet, handicap toilet, and 2 large showers. This is in the A loop. No air conditioning in here, but if we just make it snappy, you'll be all right. All right, we're gonna check out the game room in the A loop. It's in front of spots 42 or so. We're hand holding the camera for right now. And the entrance is actually out back facing the middle of the loop. It is air conditioned in here. You got air hockey tables, a couple lounging tables, kiddie table, ping pong, a couple toys, and Chippo. I don't know what that is, but not too much in here, but it is air conditioned. Now that's Route 380 northbound. So you'll probably come down this way, southbound on 380 from Interstate 71, and you'll make a left to come in here. And you'll make an immediate left. That is the office. Where you will register. The camp store, office, and also a clubhouse with tables and some slow Wi-Fi. Let's go take a look at the office. Lots of parking here. You'll just pull your RV right here. You have a long spot here to pull it. Stop, put your parking brake on, and come in and either get your paperwork that'll be taped on the door, or you go in the office. Camp store is closed. You can see in there they have sodas and some camping supplies and candy and whatnot. You can buy ice. This is the Welcome Center. Pool table TV. Some guy on the internet. Now this is so funny. This basketball court, never seen anyone there. It's basically just so you can put it on the activities available, you know, on the website and whatever. So I'll show you where you go to the gate after you check in here. Then you'll come down here and make a right. Can't really go anywhere else except to the dumpster, and there's also there's a well water there. So let's go check in through the gate. Now as you approach the gate, they'll give you your code in your paperwork. Kind of start as left as you can go and angle yourself out to the right so you don't have to swing your tail out. You have one down here. You have, if you have a Class A, you have a key code up there, or a, what do you call it? A pad. And then you plug in your number. This gate will open. So you've come through the gate. And have a stop sign here on your left in case anybody's coming from your left. And that's where you'll go down to the intersection. When you exit, you'll be coming from where I just showed you. You have some treadles here. That once you get over these treadles, you can't back up. Or you might get a flat. One time we had to back up, and admittedly there's room off to the side on the treadle thing that you can get through. That's a secret though. And you'll come right out here. Tomorrow morning we head up to Findlay, Ohio, or Macomb actually is a more accurate, for Turner Fest. That's Route 380 that comes down from Interstate 71. And after coming through the gate, a little stop sign right here. Because sometimes there'll be somebody coming from your left, and that means they're checking out. And they're leaving, or a car going for a day trip. Up to the diner, or to the Wilmington Walmart. There's a gatehouse right here of some sort, or I don't know, guardhouse. I don't know what you call it, but there's never anybody there. It is a beautiful campground. Like when we first started coming here, it was in the early days of RVing. I didn't know what a nice campground was from a not so nice campground. And when you're in the 1,000 trail system, you see it all. Some of them you couldn't pay me to stay in. You know, let's be honest. Here's propane. Pull right over here. We've never gotten propane here, but you probably get someone from the desk to come down. I mean, I'm assuming you can buy it here, but I don't know if I ever saw anybody getting it here, but I'm sure they do. There's somebody leaving for a little day trip. All right, I'm gonna head down towards the Loops intersection, and I'll pick this up in a minute. Let me state, that was the crest of the A loop. Then it comes down this row right here. And that's the bathhouse there. And then that's the game room that we have on another part of the video. So we're still coming down the 15-mile-per-hour entrance ramp. Now, as you're leaving the campground and you're coming up the driveway, the entrance is right here to the dump station here. So we'll just walk down this way. Most likely you wouldn't come to the dump station on your way in, but I guess you could. But we'll take a look at the dump station. A little creek right here, or drainage ditch. And you have a hose here to wash things off or flush out your black tank. You hook your own hose up to that. It's not drinking water, okay? And you have your sewer right there. Yeah, it looks like you only have one sewer, so you'd want to pull in over there on the right side when you're coming out of the, or let's see, yeah, so you'd want to go on to the right. All right, continuing up to the driveway here and then down towards the intersection. This is what coming to the dump station looks like on your way out. You'll see the sign, sanitary station. And you go down there and go into the right side so that your sewer is lined up on that left side there, on that middle island. Heading back down the driveway. Now straight ahead, that's the intersection we showed you. The A loop goes left. The C loop and pool and activities building are straight ahead. And to the right here, we have the B loop. And I'm gonna make a shortcut just so I can show you some of the streets, or whatever you want to call them up here. What do you call them at a campground? A street? An alley? I don't know, but I don't know what we have here. I don't know. Is it for dogs or whatever? Or kids? It's not sandbox. I don't know what that is. You got swing. The ever-present tetherball pole that nobody ever uses. Got some goals there if you're playing some soccer or some sand hockey. This one street, 2 streets, and then the bottom where that pavilion is, 1 more street. Just 2 loops, a 3-way loop. That's the middle part of the loop. And the lake. There's a lake right there, and you gotta be careful. A lot of ducks down there. And you know what ducks like to do just off the embankment of the lake. You gotta watch every step. There you have a general view of the campground. Wilmington RV. Beautiful campground in northwest of Wilmington, Ohio. This is the 2024 Unbelievable RV Tour, signing off. So as we come down the crest of the A loop, I showed you the bathhouse and the game room. And this is our spot. This is spot number 44. Okay, you back in. It's not too bad. It's a little low on the front side, but you see the levelers out. Got your power here, and I have just a 3-foot section of hose I need to use for the sewer hose. And down there, you'll see that's a heating pad right there for the tanks. It falls off there up there with the adhesive, and I got to tape that up. we're gonna get that taken care of at the factory next week. Here's a look at the scenery. It is a beautiful park. And as I said before, we don't use a picnic table these 2 days because it's so hot and we're not going to sit outside. I do have the awning out just to shade the RV from sun. And we have both ACs running. And there we have our tow bar that goes on the front of the CRV. That's actually the crossbar. The tow bar is on the back of the RV. They'll hook up to that. All right, there you have it, Wilmington RV.